Hello everyone, and thank you very much for joining me for today's snapshot. Today we're going to be looking at the Euro-US dollar. It has been rallying, but it seems to be rallying in a downtrend. Before we get to that analysis, please take note of the following. Please know that CFDs are high-risk products and that you should be completely aware of the risks that they pose. Also, please note that this is a general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. And finally, these are our sources of information. Okay, thank you very much for that. Now, just bringing up our Euro-US dollar weekly, I've got a few line studies here. So first of all, I've drawn in our peaks and troughs, and what we have is a lower peak followed by a lower trough, lower peak followed by a lower trough. This lower peak over here was validated by this lower trough and has enabled me to draw a downward sloping green trend line. However, take a look at this lower peak followed by this lower trough. Well, that's enabled me to shift the trend line down from green to orange. In other words, the gradient has steepened remarkably, showing that the Euro-US dollar does have quite a steep momentum to the downside. Now, I do note that the last 2 weeks we have seen some blue candles, but it would be interesting to see if this is the next lower peak in the series. Take a look at our stochastic. The stochastic is in the lower quintile. In other words, it is certainly reflecting the strong momentum push to the downside, and our RSI is below 50, which is the bearish side of the indicator. Let's just end off with some key takeaways. The weekly Euro-US dollar has appreciated over the last 2 weeks, but the broader trend is down. We do want you to note that there is an ECB policy statement and press conference that is due this Thursday, and we're going to be listening to the contents and the communication therein. For instance, what's happening with inflation. The ECB has in the recent past, suggested that inflation is temporary. So in that vein, inflation, the GDP certainly has been increasing in the euro area, and the market is certainly going to be looking for policy signals there. Again, does the ECB believe inflation to be temporary? Hope you enjoyed this snapshot. If you did, please go ahead and click on that subscribe button, and I look forward to speaking with you again in the near future.